So, it's a Friday morning in the middle of July, and it's hot. Well, hot for London anyway. I'm wearing my denim dungarees and my strawberry print spaghetti strap top, and I am excited. No, I'm not excited about my dungarees. I'm excited because tonight I'm going to my cousin's house for my first sleepover ever. Now, I've been looking forward to this since March when I first circled it in my calendar, the first weekend of the summer holidays. That's today. I even went to the newsagents this morning and bought chocolates and sweets for our midnight feast. I am swagging. What's even more exciting is my sister's coming, and she's old. Double digits. She's 10 years old. She has done it. She's a veteran. She's been to so many sleepovers, so she's going to teach us how it's done. And she's even going to teach us how to French braid. I have been wanting to learn that for so long, so I know we're all going to be excited about that. Now comes the exciting part. What to pack? Firstly, game of life. Come on, you all know how much of an awesome game that is. You get to figure out how your life's going to pan out. What more could you want? Secondly, my Atari. I'm going to take that bad boy to my cousin's house, I'm going to plug it into that box TV, and I'm going to make it work. It didn't, but that's another story. Finally, my Walkman with the Grease soundtrack plugged in. Grease, the movie of movies. I wasn't allowed to watch it until I was 9, however, but those songs lulled me to sleep every single night. I was set. So we bundled into my car with my dice earrings dangling from my ears, as well as a month's worth of clothes in the trunk. A month's worth of clothes, you may ask. Why on earth does she have a month's worth of clothes? Well, let me tell you. We have decided to have a fashion show tomorrow night, and I need to take every item of clothing I own, including my 3 favorite outfits. Number 1, my flower dress with the tassels. Number 2, my denim waistcoat with the strategically placed tags. And finally, my neon yellow crop top. I mean, everyone's going to want to wear them, but I have to wear them first because it's my fashion show. It's going to be amazing. Now, off we go to Croydon in South London, which is about 30 odd miles from my home in East London. But on the inner city roads of London, with the traffic, it takes about a good 2 hours. Oh my goodness. The excitement is building inside me and I can't take it. I just want to get there already. So we're finally there. My cousins come running to the door, welcoming us, so excited to finally get into our sleepover. So what do we do first? Do we do karaoke? Do we play Game of Life? Or do we watch one of our 2 favorite movies, Annie or Mr. India? If you know, you know. So we watched Mr. India. None of us knew Hindi, but we claimed we did. We tried to recite the words, we read the subtitles thinking we did, and we were standing with ovation at the end of it because it was so amazing we could act it out. So exciting. What next? My littlest cousin said. Game of life, of course, this is my life. But then my mom interjected. So honey, it's time for us to leave. I kind of knew this was coming, but it kind of still felt weird. So I was like, okay, sure, no worries, Mom. But then my sister threw a wrench into the works. So I think I'm gonna stay. I've got a play date with Claire and Nadia tomorrow, and I really don't want to miss it. Wait, what? She's not staying? The whole premise of this sleepover was based on the fact that my sister was staying, and now she's going? What is she talking about? Okay, fine, go. We'll have so much fun, you're gonna miss it all. I thought throwing a little bit of spite in the works would kind of encourage her to stay. It didn't. Okay, she said, and she walked out through that narrow door to my dad's red Ford Escort, ready for them to take the 2-hour trip back to East London. My heart sank to my belly, and I knew I felt weird, but I said to myself, Simi, suck it up. You're 7 years old. You've got this. And on we went to play, you guessed it, game of life. So I found out that I'm going to get married at 19 and have 9 kids. Oh my God, I was so excited. There were going to be girls, obviously, because no one wants boy babies. And we named them all, and it was so much fun. After that, we got to get takeout. We never get takeout. It's the 80s. We never got takeout. But what we did get was Pizza Hut. The only one in a 20-mile radius. And we actually went there and picked it up and brought it home and ate that cheesy goodness. It was fantastic. Then came the dreaded time. My mom called and said they got home. And I was like, okay, I'm having so much fun, Mom. I could stay here forever. She said to me, well, I'm glad, honey. I will speak to you tomorrow. This feeling of dread started building up inside me, but I knew it was coming and I should have known better, but it was bedtime. We all bundled into the bed, sleeping head to foot because, how else are you supposed to sleep at a sleepover, right? We started talking about all of our friends, our enemies, our frenemies, and all the drama our 7-year-olds were experiencing at school. It was intense. One by one, everyone started falling asleep. I was the only one awake, and it was 10:30. Probably the latest I've ever stayed awake at that point in time. I started thinking to myself, I wonder if my mom and dad have eaten dinner. I wonder if they just finished watching the 10 o'clock news with Trevor McDonald. I wonder if my sister was looking forward to her play date with Nadia and Claire. I wonder if they're missing me. I felt an overwhelming sense of sadness and thought to myself, I am never going to be able to sleep in any other bed apart from my bed my entire life. What am I doing now? But then I remembered my Walkman. I crept out of bed and went to my rucksack and brought out my Walkman. Put on those foamy headphones that were really itchy and pressed play, and Olivia Newton-John's voice came streaming through the headphones telling me all about her summer loving. I finally felt at peace, something I knew. Finally, John Travolta's voice went soprano, came back down, ending the song. But guess what? I was still awake. What is going on? So I thought, let me rewind this and try again. Maybe it'll work. So I hit rewind and play. And again. And again. And again. The 4th time I realized this duo is not going to put me to sleep tonight. I've got to figure something else out. Then I thought maybe some warm milk will help. So I walked downstairs and my aunt and my uncle were still up. Being the Indian parents they were, they were watching an Indian movie on a Friday night. So I asked them, can I have a glass of milk? My aunt came over and cuddled me. She said, of course you can. Are you okay? I said, I think so, but I think some milk will help. So she made me some milk and put it down on the dining table. I took a sip and I realized this milk isn't good. It doesn't taste like the milk that I get. It came out of a can. The milk that comes to my house is delivered by the milkman every morning in glass bottles with red foil tops. This isn't that milk. I suddenly felt really sad and I started just crying silent tears. My aunt helped me and said, what's wrong? You can sleep with me tonight. I said, I probably can, but I really think I want to go home. My uncle looked at me and said, are you sure? I said, yeah, I'm really sure. I thought about my curtains and my flower duvet and the bed that I knew I was the only one I'd ever be able to sleep in again for my entire life. And I said, please take me home. And so we began the 2-hour journey back to East London from Croydon, South London. Now, let me tell you, at midnight that journey is much shorter. My uncle, bless his soul, was telling me jokes and trying to make me laugh so that I wouldn't feel so sad, but it wasn't helping. I felt like a complete loser and such a big baby, and I was so disappointed in myself because, come on, I'm 7, I should have got this, but I didn't got it. I finally got home and my mom and dad were at the door and I ran to them and hugged them as if I hadn't seen them for years, even though it had only been like 4 hours. And I went inside and my mom said, do you want me to make you some milk? I said, yes, please. And so she did, from the glass bottles with the red foil top, and it tasted wonderful. I walked upstairs to my bed, I saw my curtains, my flower duvet, and my wonderful bed that I knew would be the only one I slept in for my entire life. And I snuggled in, and I was so glad to be home. Thank you.